Fifth, at shortstop, number 29, Eric Almonte. Batting sixth, at first base, number 44, Jose Fernandez. Batting seventh, at second base, number 2, Jeter Poyeto. Batting eighth, at designated hitter, number 7, Christopher Watson. Batting ninth, at center field, number 19, Sergio Rivera. And on the mound for the Wildcats, number 34, Harvesting Abreu.
We go to game 2 here from the Ormond Beach Sports Complex. His doubleheader between Bethune-Cookman and Arkansas Pine Bluff. A marathon of a game 1. Bethune-Cookman won it 16-9. They lead the series 1-0. The Aces are out for game number 2 as Harvesting Abreu will throw for Bethune-Cookman, and the best pitcher for the Golden Lions, Kenny Fabian, the former Swingman HBCU Classic participant, will throw for UAPB. Hello and a very warm welcome. My name is Michael Torello. Happy to have your company back again for game 2 of this doubleheader and game 2 of this 3-game series here at the Ormond Beach Sports Complex. Bethune-Cookman 32-14, 18-4 now in the SWAC. UAPB 19-28, 12-10 in the conference, has now lost 4 straight conference games after getting swept last week by the Jaguars of Southern and losing the first one today to the Wildcats of Bethune-Cookman. Getting things started on the mound for Bethune-Cookman, Harvesting Abreu, the Aruban. Junior out of Tallahassee Community College. Started the year as the Friday night guy for the Cats.
Leading off for the Golden Lions, number 9, Weston Gingrich.
Got bumped off of a weekend start against Alabama A&M, but is now back in the rotation in the number 2 spot behind Edwin Sanchez. Weston Gingrich will lead off for UAPB. He had an excellent game 1 of this series. 3 for 4, 2 singles, a double, 3 runs scored. And Harvey Abreu will come home with it. First pitch, down low, ball 1. 3-2 Abreu on the year, 11 appearances, all starts. 48 2/3 innings pitched. He's allowed 29 runs on 62 hits, 22 earned, striking out 47 and walking 17, but he is behind 2-0 to Weston Gingrich. Batting average against of .307 for Harvey Abreu. In the air, left center field, long run for Sergio Rivera. He is gonna snag it on the move. Excellent defense by Serge. Full sprint to his non-glove side, stuck up the arm, and got the out one away in the inning. Sure, why not? I'll give it an exclamation point in the scorebook. First batter of the game. Gingrich led off the game with a double to right field in the first game of the doubleheader. And here is Zach Widener. First pitch, ground ball, 2-hopper over to Jeter Poyeto. Out number 2 on just 1 pitch. And here's Aaron Grant.
Now batting number 42, Aaron Grant.
Grant 1 for 5 in game 1. 2 pop-ups, a fly out to right, a strikeout, and an RBI single in the 8th inning. Harvey Abreu looking for some more control, as that one is a ball low than Edwin Sanchez had in the first game. Sanchez picked up the no decision, only went 4 2/3. Ground ball, high chopper. Backhanded by Poyeto, the 2-step throw. Base high, Fernandez got it. 1, 2, 3, go the Golden Lions. Can the Wildcat bats stay hot against the best UAPB arm? We'll find out as we go to the bottom of the first here on the CatEye Radio Network.
Leading off for the Wildcats, number 1, Darrell Lee.
We go to the bottom of the first. Darrell Lee leads off for Bethune-Cookman. And the Wildcats will have to deal with the best arm in the UAPB stable, Kenny Fabian. Spins a slider on the outside corner, strike one to Lee. Lee pop fly, out of play, third base side. The wind will pull it into the parking lot. Correction, Fabian, the second top pitcher by ERA on the team behind Rylan Morin. Fabian, a .522 ERA, 3-3, 18 appearances, 11 starts, 60 innings pitched. That one goes outside to Lee. A short, compact, 6-foot-tall, 180, Kenny Fabian, out of Choctaw, Oklahoma. Misses with the breaking ball outside to Lee, 2-2. 60 innings pitched for Fabian. He's allowed 59 hits, 47 runs, 35 of those 47 earned. Striking out 43 and walking 19 with a batting average against of 253. 2-2. Fastball away, 3-2. This was a hallmark of game number one. Lots of balls, lots of full counts, lots of long at-bats. Three-two, payoff to Lee. In the air, center field. Back is Gingrich. He looks up, and he'll make the catch just shy of the track. Lee got a good hit on that one, just not enough.
Now batting, number 17, Andre Martinez.
As a fly ball to center field, and there's one away in the inning. Andre Martinez wearing number 17 in game two instead of his normal 36 as the Wildcats switch jerseys from the blacks to the maroons. Of course, the tradition here at BCU is the starting pitcher picks the uniform. Harvey Abreu likes the maroons. Breaking ball in the air, left field. That's going to drop and be played on a hop by Hockenmeyer. That's the hardest hit ball so far for Andre Martinez of the day, as he barely got a ball outside the infield in game number one, but still did pick up 2 RBI.
5, Michael Rodriguez.
First game of the doubleheader for Martinez. Scored 2 runs, drove 2 in. Single and an error, and 2 walks. Now here's Michael Rodriguez. First pitch, strike one from Fabian, 1 on 1 out, bottom 1. Rodriguez in the first game scored 3 runs on 2 hits, was hit by pitch and walked. So all 4 times he was in the batter's box, he got on base. Fastball opposite batter's box to the lefty, 1-1. Defensive alignment for UAPB remains mostly the same. Fabian on the mound, Gietzen behind the plate. The only 2 changes for the Golden Lions. Throw back to first. Martinez tiptoes back in. Weeder at third, Gridley at short, Grant at second, Alvarado at first. The outfield is Hockenmeyer, Gingrich, and Hamilton left to right for UAPB. Michael Rodriguez pops it up to left field. Hockenmeyer, tailing, makes the catch. And Andre Martinez retreats the first 2 outs. The Wildcats elevating.
Now batting, number 10, Michael Lucena.
Whereas a lot of the things the Wildcats hit in game one off the UAPB pitching staff was hard ground balls, barreled things up in the first inning. 2 fly balls and a line drive to left by Andre Martinez. Here's Michael Lucena now. Lucena in the first game today. 2 for 3 with a walk. 2 runs scored as well. Fouled away into the UAPB bullpen on the third base side. Fabian deals. There's a strike right over the heart of the plate. 0-2 on Michael Lucena. If you're wondering why the change of venue, well, normally we'd be at Jackie Robinson Ballpark, but we share that with the minor league Daytona Tortugas, who are at home this weekend. Lucena watches fastball chin high for ball one. So we've had to find somewhere else to play, and this is normally the home of Seabreeze High School. I was talking to their head coach, Jeff Lemon, before the second game. A lot of renovation work being done to this field to try and make it feel like home for the Seabreeze Sand Crabs, including a new scoreboard out in right center before this season. Slider popped up, shallow right. That'll be taken by Gingrich for out number 3. 3 flyouts for the Wildcats. Nothing on a hit and 1 left. We go to the second. No score here on the CatEye Radio Network and SWAC TV.
Leading off with the golden lines, number 31, Lazaro Alvarado.
Neither team makes any inroads in the first. We go to the second. Lazaro Alvarado leads off for UAPB. 2 singles, 2 walks, 2 runs scored, and hit into a double play in game 1 of the doubleheader for Alvarado. Harvey Abreu deals, strike at the knees. Abreu only needed 6 pitches to get through the first inning, and some help from his defense, especially Sergio Rivera with a full sprint catch in left center field. Big swing and a miss by Alvarado as Abreu changes speeds. Check swing, foul ball, dribbled outside of third. Alvarado stays alive. Lazaro Alvarado Jr. out of Alvarado, Texas. Off the end of the bat, little puncher into right field, or left field, excuse me, for a base hit. First hit of the game for UAPB. That was a problem for the Wildcats.
Now batting
in the first
24,
game,
Blake Coleman.
Getting the first guy out. Blake Coleman had a stellar game 1. 2 for 5, 4 RBI, 2 doubles, and a sac fly. Struck out and a ground out to end in the last 2 ABs. Slider away from Abreu. You got to be careful with Blake Coleman out there, hitting .314 on the year. Ahead in the count 1-0. Tipped into the glove, and it's 1-1. Big Big stretch out in center field by Sergio Rivera. Long day for the guys on the field. That one just low. 2 balls, 1 strike on Coleman. Both teams, with the exception of the catcher for UAPB, running out the exact same lineup for game number 2. Down and away, 3-1, no go on the check swing as Lucena appeals down to first. The Wildcats struggled in game 1 with walks. Walked 8 guys, 6 by Edwin Sanchez, his most in an appearance this year. That time, Harvey challenges Coleman and gets a swing and a miss on the inside corner. Full count now. Abreu's payoff. Inside of the bat, foul ball. We'll do it again. These two teams will go again tomorrow afternoon for the 3rd and final game of the series, as we anticipate weather rolling in tomorrow evening. 3-2. Breaking ball, strike! Pig got him on the outside corner. Coleman down, looking 1 out in the inning. Nice pitch by Abreu.
Now batting number 28, Nick Hockemeyer.
And here is Nick Hockemeyer. Hockemeyer scored once, reached on an error and scored, then walked twice, line out and ground out in game number 1. Mostly was notable in game 1 because of his defense. That's a bunt. They go to first, and it pops out of the glove of Fernandez on a low throw by Harvey Abreu. 2 on, 1 out for UAPB. I mentioned in the first game about how the grass is pretty tall on the infield.
Now batting number 8, Connor Gidley.
And so bunts are going to be really tough to deal with because they just stick and are hard to field. We saw 2 bunt singles in game 1, 1 for each team. Now here's the shortstop Gidley, breaking ball down and away, ball 1. That one outside, another slider by Abreu. Single strikeout bunt single here in the 2nd as UAPB threatened first here in this game. Off the end of the bat to right field, Michael Rodriguez tracking. He will make the catch on the move, basket style, cutting towards the line. Runners stay put, so now 2 outs.
Now batting number 22, Zion Hamilton.
Important catch for Mikey Rodriguez out there. And now Zion Hamilton, who was 1 for 4 with a fielder's choice, a single, a strikeout, and a ground out in game 1. Spin and a toss back to second by Harvey Abreu. Temperature at first pitch, a balmy 89 degrees, overcast, wind slightly blowing right to left. Big cut and miss on an up and in fastball by Hamilton. Oh, and 1 on the UAPB right fielder. Abreu a chance to get out of Dodge here. Breaking ball, hot shot, foul, just to the right of the safety bag over at first. And it's 0-2. Unlike some of the guys on the Wildcat roster, Abreu doesn't really have a go-to strikeout pitch. He can get you with the fastball, he can get you with the slider. We'll see what he dials up here on 0-2 against Hamilton. Strike three, curveball, swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts in the frame for Harvey Abreu. He strands 2. We go to the bottom of the second, still with no score here on the CatEye Radio Network.
Leading off for the Wildcats, number 29, Eric Almonte.
We go to the bottom of the second. Wildcats work out of a 2-on, 1-out jam with a flyout and a strikeout for Harvey Abreu. Still no score, bottom 2. Eric Almonte leads off for Bethune-Cookman here in the second. First pitch, slider inside at the belt. Ball 1. In the first game of the doubleheader, these teams combined to leave 21 stranded on base. Eric Almonte, fly ball left center field. Gingrich gonna stand under it and make the catch for out number 1. 3 flyouts to Gingrich in center already.
Now batting, number 44,
in the first
Fernandez.
4 outs. The other one was a flyout to left. Wildcats putting the ball in the air, but not really threatening anything in the alleys. Jose Fernandez now. First pitch, swing and a miss, late on the fastball, 0-1. Fernandez reached on an error and singled in the first game, picked up an RBI for his troubles as well, also struck out and popped out on the infield. He's behind 0-2 after a foul ball spun away behind the first base dugout. And he chases an up and in fastball, strike 3. First strikeout for Fabian. Both pitchers kneeling early.
Now batting, number 2, Jeter Poyeto.
Oklahoma native Kenny Fabian came into the weekend tied with Rylan Morin for the team lead in strikeouts. He's now taken that lead. Of course, we'll probably see Morin tomorrow. Down and in ball 1 and gets away from the catcher, Gietzen. Jeter Poyeto in game number 1. Scored twice, reached on an error, had an RBI single, and an RBI sac fly. That one's gonna be a swinging bunt down the first base line and roll foul. Never got to the grass, stayed on the dirt. Wildcats 32-14, 18-4 in the SWAC. They lead by 2 games over a 3-way tie for second between Texas, Southern Florida A&M, and Southern, who before yesterday, or before Tuesday's game, had won 10 straight, had the 3rd longest win streak in the country, the Southern Jaguars. because we're playing so early this afternoon. No around the SWAC to speak of yet. Poyeto rips that ball to left field. That's going to drop in front of Hockenmeyer. And a 2-out single for Jeet. So both singles for the Wildcats have been to left.
Now batting number 7, Christopher Watson.
And Chris Watson will get a chance here. With 2 away in the second and a runner aboard, Chris Watson 0 for 4. Reached on a fielder's choice and had a sac fly RBI in the first game. Watson's had a little bit of a slump this past week. Breaking ball inside corner, strike 1 to Chris Watson. He was hitting up near 400. He's dipped down to 338. Still not bad. Throw back to first, Poyeto in there. Coach Hunter Allen with his trusty stopwatch. Wildcats, maroon hats and jerseys with the white pants here in this game. That one low from Fabian, 1-1. Golden Lions maintain their black caps, gold jerseys, and white pants. 1-1 to Watson. Gets a hold of one and rips it towards second base, right at Grant. He'll flip to second, and the covering Gridley makes out number 3. Nothing on a hit, and 1 left for the Wildcats for the second straight inning as we go to the third. Still no score here on the CatEye Radio Network and SWAC TV.
Leading off with the Golden Lions, number 46, Owen Geetson.
The only change to the starting lineup for Arkansas Pine Bluff is now Owen Geetson is playing catcher. And he will bat as the 9-hole hitter to lead off inning number 3 against Harvey Abreu. First pitch, fastball outside corner, strike 1. Geetson batting 196 on the year, lowest average on the roster. 56 ABs for Geetson, 7 runs, 11 hits, 3 doubles. All the way into the screen, 0-2. 6 RBI, getting on base at just 28.6%, 20 strikeouts, 5 walks on the season for Geetson. Up and out, ball 1, no chase from Geetson. Owen, a freshman out of Shawnee, Kansas. One, two. Swing and a miss. Tipped into the glove And that's strike three. Third strikeout for Harvey Abreu, so he's gotten a strikeout with the fastball and the curveball.
Now batting number 9, Weston Gingrich.
And that one ran up in on the hands of Geetson. Now Weston Gingrich got robbed of a double by a sprinting catch by Sergio Rivera back in the first as the lineup turns over for the first time for UAPB. First pitch, swinging a breaking ball strike. Weston Gingrich on the season, a .395 hitter. This is just his 11th game of this 11th start of the season. 15 games played overall. 14 runs, 17 hits, 3 doubles, a homer, and 9 RBIs. Slugging .535. Getting on base at over 50%, 51.8. Slap towards second. Poyedo, quick fire. And reaching behind him to record the out is Fernandez over at first. 2 outs.
Now batting number 7, Zach Weeder.
We talked about Nick Hockemeyer being busy out in left field for UAPB. Well, Jeter Poyedo has been busy for the Cats. That's his 3rd putout already. 2 away, here's Zach Weeder. He did ground out to Poyedo his first time up. Ground ball off of Harvey Abreu. He's going to try and chase it down. The throw to first off a bare hand, and he's got it. Nice chase down by Harvey Abreu. 1, 2, 3. Go the Golden Lions. Wildcats look to break through in the bottom of the 3rd, and we come back here on the CatEye Radio Network and SWAC TV.
Leading off for the Wildcats, number 19, Sergio Rivera.
9-hole hitter Sergio Rivera leads off for Bethune-Cookman. Crushed his 3rd home run of the season over the left field wall in game number 1. As well as scoring 3 runs, had a double, a home run, and a hit by pitch. And he will face Kenny Fabian, but the Wildcats unable to get anything consistent going against Fabian so far. Just a single in each inning, one by Martinez, one to Jeter Poyedo. They haven't done anything else to try and get those runners around. Rivera behind on a fastball, 0-2. I wouldn't be surprised if it's another up and in fastball trying to induce another swing from Sergio. 0-2 pitch. Upstairs. It was an up and in fastball, but Rivera lays off as that was a little bit too up. Kenny Fabian's last appearance, 5 1/3 in the 11-7 loss to Southern last weekend. That was the Friday night game. Pulled in the opposite batter's box, down and away, 2-2 on Rivera. In that game, Fabian went 5 1/3, gave up 7 runs on 9 hits, 5 earned, striking out 3 and walking 2. 2-2, Rivera swings well in front of the Frisbee slider's second strikeout for Fabian. As Fabian and Abreu continue to duel here in the first 3 innings of this contest. Darrell Lee flew out to center his first time up. Four of the first 5 outs for the Wildcats in this game as that pitch goes outside were fly balls, 3 of them to center. Darrell Lee hit 1 of them. Made good contact, came about 5 feet short of the center field wall. Now on a backdoor breaking ball into the zone on the outside edge for strike 1. Called strike 2. At the knees, Darrell Lee down in the count. Working quickly, Fabian's 1-2. Lee smacks that one into left field, and it's gonna go right to Hockemeyer. On the line for out number 2. Hockemeyer busy, 2 putouts for him, 3 putouts for Gingrich
Now
in
batting,
center.
number 17, Andre Martinez.
Wildcats are hitting the ball hard, but straight at guys. Now Andre Martinez, who singled to left his first time up, has 1 of the 2 Wildcat hits. Jeter Poyeto, the other one. First pitch, that's another line drive to left. That's gonna get down almost the exact same spot as his first one. Andre Martinez 2 for 2.
Now batting, number 5, Michael Rodriguez.
Still 2 outs in the inning. Not a lot of leeway here for Michael Rodriguez, who flew out to left his first time up. Everything the Wildcats have been hitting has been elevated. Nothing on the ground so far. Martinez back to first, he's out. And that's the end of the inning. Andre Martinez picked off. Got a little bit too happy leaning over there at first. That's the end of the inning. Nothing for the Cats, 1 hit, nobody left. We go to the 4th, still no score here on the CatEye Radio Network and SWAC TV.
Number 42, Aaron Grant.
We move to the 4th here at the Ormond Beach Sports Complex. No score, only 5 base runners combined. As Harvey Abreu gets a swing and a miss, first pitch curveball on Aaron Grant. He grounded out to the second baseman, Jeter Poyeto, his first time up. Another curveball, that time into the zone, elevated a little bit by Abreu. He's up 0-2. 0-2. Upstairs, no chase, 1-2. I'm surprised we've only seen one home run so far, as this is a pretty short park by college standards. 325 to the corners. Breaking ball in the dirt, no chase by Grant, 2-2. And only 385 to center. By contrast, Jackie Robinson Ballpark is 400 to dead center field. Two. That one, breaking ball, strike 3. Sit down, Aaron Grant. Second K looking for Harvey Abreu, 4th overall.
Now batting number 31, Lazaro Alvarado.
Here is Alvarado. Had the first of the 2 UAPB hits and the only real piece of solid contact so far, as the other one by Hockemeyer was a bunt. First pitch, that's ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball and head towards the corner. Alvarado, not the speediest guy in the world. He'll hold off at first, so 2 singles to left, opposite field for Alvarado. He's hot right now.
Now batting number 24, Blake Coleman.
And Blake Coleman, who struck out looking his first time up, will stand in. Had 4 RBI in game 1. Coleman on the year, 314, 37 runs, 50 hits, 5 doubles, 2 triples, 4 homers, 37 batted in. That one spiked to the plate. Michael Lucena has to try and find it as that bounces all the way to the Wildcat on deck circle. Alvarado, again, not the speediest guy in the world, only takes 1 base on that wild pitch. A faster runner probably could have taken 2 there. That one looked like it slipped out of Abreu's hand. It hit the grass about halfway to the plate. Abreu misses again badly. Lucena saves it from the backstop. The wind picking up here as we head to the 4th, blowing straight out to center. We've had wind going every which way. Mostly it's been blowing right to left. Now it's going straight out to center field. Time low, 3-0. Harvey Abreu trying not to lose Blake Coleman here for his first walk of the game. He does lose him. Up and in, 4-pitch walk, 2 on, 1 out. Now here is Hockemeyer.
Now batting number 28, Nick Hockemeyer.
Hockemeyer, a bunt single his first time up, just bunted third base side into the longer grass right in front of the plate, just held up, nobody had a play anywhere. Hockemeyer didn't have a hit in the first game, reached on an error and 2 walks for his 3 reaches of base. Breaking ball, sliced foul into the Wildcat bullpen down the third base line, and it's 0-1. Hockemeyer, just 13 strikeouts, 17 walks on the year, very disciplined at the plate. High pop, foul out of play. 0-2 now for Abreu to Hockemeyer. Hockemeyer, the junior from Fort Wayne, Indiana, trying to give UAPB the lead here in the 4th. Upstairs, ball 1. Lucena looked like he wanted to throw back to first. He holds up as Coleman retreats. Single to left and a walk by Alvarado and Coleman. Breaking ball towards short. Almonte throws to third. Nice play by Eric Almonte. Going to third was really his only play, as that ball pulled him well to the glove side. So a fielder's choice for Hockemeyer. 2 away in the inning, still 2 on. Alvarado out.
Now batting number 8, Connor Gidley.
Going towards third, Coleman takes second. And Connor Gidley, who flied out to right his first time up on a nice catch by Mikey Rodriguez, going towards the line. 2 outs, first and second. Squares to bunt, pulls it back. Breaking ball, strike 1. UAPB trying to snap a now 4-game conference losing streak. Breaking ball fouled off the foot of Gidley, and it's 0-2. UAPB did take the lead in game number 1, scored 2 in the first, but the Wildcats played it 3 in the first and then 6 in the third and never really looked back. Oh, 2. Outside fastball, no take from Gridley. Connor Gidley, a junior from Beloit, Wisconsin. These Golden Lions from all over the place. 1-2. Fastball away. Harvey missed his spot as Lucena was set up inside. That runs the count to 2-2. Big pitch here, 2 on, 2 out, the 2-2. Breaking ball inside, full count. Abreu thought he'd got another backwards K. 3-2, 2 outs, runners will be going. The runners go, it's grounded back up the middle. Poyeto makes the play. Oh, he left the ball behind him. Everybody's gonna be safe as he didn't have a play. Eric Almonte picks up the scraps and the bases are loaded.
Now batting number 22.
Coleman to third, Hockemeyer to second, Gidley to first. On the little bouncer up the middle, and now Zion Hamilton has a chance to break this game open. Hamilton had 1 hit in the first game, struck out, ground out, fielder's choice. His other 3 plate appearances. That one gets away from the catcher. Lucena's gonna scramble after it and keep everybody at their bases. Coleman stays at third. The first real consternation moment here for Harvey Abreu and the Bethune-Cookman defense. And they leave the bases loaded. Ground ball, base hit, first base side, that's gonna score 2. And just like in game 1, UAPB takes a 2-0 lead. Zion Hamilton with RBI number 26 and 27 on the season scores Coleman and Hockemeyer. 2-0 UAPB.
Now batting number 46, Owen Geetson.
And this all happened with 2 outs. And here is Owen Geetson. Geetson 0 for 1, struck out back in the third. Ground ball, foul outside of third. 2-0 UAPB, a 2 RBI single by Zion Hamilton, scoring Coleman and Hockemeyer with the bases loaded. Little seeing eye single through the right-hand side. So for the second time today, the Wildcat offense will play from behind. But how far behind will they be? That's a ball inside 1-1. And any runs are a boon for Kenny Fabian, who's been pitching very well for UAPB so far. Popped up. Foul territory that will hit the top of the net and roll out into the seats. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Geetson. A freshman trying to keep the inning going. against the junior Harvey Abreu. Abreu strikes him out looking, and that's the end of the inning. But the damage done. 2 runs, 3 hits, 2 left. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. Wildcats playing from behind again here on the CatEye Radio Network and SWAC TV.
Leading off with the Wildcats, number 5, Michael Rodriguez.
Well, Michael Rodriguez was in the batter's box when Andre Martinez got picked off at first base to end the 3rd, so now he'll start off the 4th. The only difference is the Wildcats now down 2-0 after a 2 RBI in the top of the 4th for UAPB, an RBI single by Zion Hamilton. As Harvey Abreu was unable to work out of a bases-loaded jam. So now the Wildcats playing from behind for the 2nd time today. 1-1 on Michael Rodriguez, who flied out to left his first time up. On the year, Michael Rodriguez batting .387. That one smacked back into center field for a base hit. Leadoff man aboard for the first time today for the Wildcats.
Now batting, number 10,
Rodriguez sat on that breaking ball. Just sent it right back where it came from. The Wildcats, despite the solo home run by Sergio Rivera, didn't have many extra base hits, not a ton to the alleys. They just strung singles together, worked walks, passed the bat back and forth. Put 16 runs on the board in game 1. Fastball ran in on the hands of Michael Lucena, ball 1. Lucena flied out to center back in the 1st. That ended the inning. Wildcats have not advanced the runner past first base yet today. Andre Martinez has 2 singles. Jeter Poyeto has a single. Now Michael Rodriguez has a single. Runner goes on a hit and run. Lucena pops it foul out of play straight back. 1 ball, 1 strike on the Wildcat catcher. On the year, Michael Lucena batting .333, 32 runs, 52 hits, 5 doubles, 34 RBI. Just 16 strikeouts and 19 walks, along with 12 hit by pitches. 2nd on the team in hit by pitches behind Michael Rodriguez. Ground ball off the glove of Weeder, dives at 3rd base. And just rolls towards the shortstop, Gidley. No play anywhere, 2 on, nobody out. The Wildcats threaten really for the first time in the game.
Now batting, number 29, Eric Almonte.
Almonte flew out to center his first time up. The Wildcats now kind of have a blueprint here, which is just hit the ball hard on the ground or head high somewhere. Don't try and send the ball over the fence. Flip back to 2nd. Rodriguez is back there standing up. Fabian has already picked off one today. Got Andre Martinez leading off at first to end the third inning. Almonte batting .323, 36 RBI on the year. They'll throw back to second as they run the play where the shortstop fakes covering, runs back to his position, and the second baseman sneaks in behind to try and get the sneaky tag. The Wildcats rise to it. Eric Almonte still haven't seen a pitch yet. It would be pitch number 42 for Kenny Fabian. Outside. Expecting the bunt from EA as Weeder and Alvarado pinch in. Wouldn't hate it, 2 on, nobody out, potentially take away the double play ball. One 0. Bunt, pull back, strike one, low and in. Home plate umpire says it got the corner to a bemused Coach Fernandez over in the third base coaching box. So now 1-1 on Almonte. We'll see if he tries to drop the bunt down again. He will. That time low and outside, 2-1. If Almonte drops that down third base side, Weeder was not charging from third. And we've already seen 3 bunt singles today across the doubleheader. In the air down the left field line. That's going to go foul by 2 feet. Eric Almonte faked the bunt, tried to poke it into left field, and that was a miss of 2 RBI by about 2 feet to the left. Now a 2-2 count. Eric Almonte's got to stand in and try and put the ball in the gap somewhere. Michael Rodriguez on second. Michael Lucena on first. Nobody out. Wildcats down 2-0 here, bottom 4. Almonte rips it down the first baseline this time. That's going to drop fair and head towards the corner to hop off the Chanfrau sign at the wall. 2 runs are going to score. Eric Almonte is going to get to third with a 2 RBI triple as Michael Lucena races around from first and slides in under the tag. Wildcats tie the game. A little bit of sweet revenge for Eric Almonte. His first triple of the season. Scores 2 and ties us up.
Jose Fernandez.
So Almonte goes from missing the left field line by about 2 feet to blistering it down the right field line and all the way into the corner for 2 RBI. First pitch down and away, ball 1 to Jose Fernandez. He struck out his first time up. 1 hit in the first game, a single, RBI single. Also scored a run, reached on an error as well. Fernandez gets a hold of one to left. That ball is high. It is far. Adios, amigos. Jose Fernandez says, see you later. A mammoth 2-run home run onto the road. And the Wildcats lead 4-2.
Now batting number 2.
Home run number 8 on the year for Jose Fernandez, and that one might have gone farther than anyone else he's hit this year. That was a pile driver. My goodness. So the Wildcats finally get to Kenny Fabian. Still nobody out in the inning. 4 across on 4 hits. 2 singles, a triple, and a home run. Now Jeter Poyeto watches one down low, 1-1. Kenny Fabian has still thrown 8 fewer pitches to this point than Harvey Abreu has. Abreu has labored through a couple of the innings. Fabian was really clean through the first 3 and only started struggling now. Poyeto, fastball, strike on the outside corner, 1-2. The Wildcats used a big inning in the first game, 6 runs in the third to pull away and never look back. As they won game 1 of this series, 16-9. Poyeto off the end of the bat to right field. That is going to hang up and be caught by Hamilton, 1 out. But still good contact from Jeter Poyeto.
Now batting, number 7, Christopher Watson.
Christopher Watson now. Reached on a fielder's choice in the second. Watson on the season .338, his average. I mentioned it's come down a fair amount the last couple of weeks. He was blisteringly hot when he came in and started playing in center field in relief of Sergio Rivera. Squares to bunt, takes a strike, 0-1 on Chris Watson. Man who only appeared in 17 games last year already has 33 appearances and counting here in 2026. At one point, Christopher Watson's batting average was .458. And it has only steadily come down over the last 10 or so games. You can't really expect to hold a .458 average forever. Popped up out of play behind the plate, 1 and 2. Wildcats have a 4-2 lead. 4 straight hits. Michael Rodriguez a single, Michael Lucena a single, Eric Almonte a 2 RBI triple, and Jose Fernandez a 2-run home run. Good take by Watson, 2-2. Watson didn't have a hit in game 1, did pick up an RBI on a sac fly. 2-2. Stays alive, taps it off of Geetson's mask. And we'll see the 2-2 again. Harvey Abreu playing ball boy today in this game. Oh no, that's gotta be somebody wearing Harvey's jacket. I thought 34 is like, that's not, they usually don't make the pitcher do that. Watson swings at an inside fastball, and I think it hit the knob of the bat on the way through. Watson lucky he's got to see another pitch here. Chris Watson on Tuesday, as he watches ball 3 low, hit one of the longest home runs I think he'll hit in his life at FIU. Must have gone 430 feet. It cleared the left field wall and went onto the soccer field on the fly down at FIU. He hammers this one to left, but that's not going to be deep enough to keep it away from Hockemeyer. And that's out number 2. Wildcats fence hunting a little bit right now instead of doing
number 19,
what
Sergio
got them
Rivera.
in a good spot in the first place, which was trying to barrel it up and hit hard line drives. Now Sergio Rivera 0 for 1 with a strikeout back in the third. 2 outs, and 2 flyouts by Poyeto and Watson. Rivera ground ball to short. Grabbed by Gidley. Across the diamond on a hop. That'll do it for the inning, but the Wildcats jump on top. 4 runs, 4 hits. Nobody left. The big fly by Jose Fernandez. The icing on the cake as the Wildcats take the lead here in game number 2 over UAPB here on the CatEye Radio Network and SWAC TV.
Leading off with the golden lines, number 9, Weston Gingrich.
Top of the order for UAPB. They went from up 2 to down 2 as the Wildcats rattle off 4 runs in the bottom of the 4th. We go to the 5th. Gingrich swing and a miss. He's 0 for 2. A fly, excuse me, a fly out to center and a ground out to second for Gingrich after he went 3 for 4 in game 1 today. Breaking ball, that'll catch the zone. 0-2 on Gingrich. 58 pitches before this inning for Harvey Abreu. So just over halfway probably through his work if he continues consistently. That one smacked towards short. Eric Almonte completes the routine put out. So Gingrich now 0 for 3, fly out, 2 ground outs. Here's Zach Weeder, who's
now
0 for 2 with 2 ground outs. Although the one in the 3rd inning was adventurous to say the least. He hit it right back off of Harvey Abreu's arm, and Abreu had to recover and throw over to first in time to beat Weeder. First pitch, down low, ball 1. You feel that 4 runs is not going to be enough the way that UAPB has hit the ball today. And that is a perfect example. That's probably going to be a double. Into the alley. Lee missed it. Rivera has to dig it out of the fence. Weeder digging for 3rd. The relay throw not there. A triple for Zach Weeder. His 3rd of the season.
Now batting number 42, Aaron Grant.
Perfect drive to the left center power alley. Darrell Lee missed it trying to cut it off. Zach Weeder tried to throw his batting protection across the diamond. It didn't quite make it. So now a chance with only 1 out for Aaron Grant to bring a run across for UAPB. First pitch, breaking ball, strike 1. Only the 3rd triple that Harvey Abreu's given up this season in the air left field. Charging Darrell Lee. He's going to make the catch. He's going to throw home. The throw is in time, but it pulled up the line. Michael Lucetta, and he's not going to make the play. They go to 3rd to check and see if Weeder left early. He did not. Sacrifice fly for Aaron Grant. And it is 4-3, and the UAPB strikes right back.
Number 31, Lazaro Alvarado.
So now the Wildcats will try to do what they couldn't in the last inning, which is get off the field with 2 outs. Base is loaded. We're going to wait for Andre Martinez to tie his shoe over there at 3rd base. Tough one for the Wildcats, because if you play the what-if game, right? If Darrell Lee cuts that one off in the alley, it's only a double. And you're still up by 2. But anyway, you can only deal with the hand you can only play with the hand you're dealt. Breaking ball, caught the knees, strike 1 from Abreu. And I already said earlier in this inning that 4 runs is not going to be enough for the Wildcats in this game. They're probably going to have to score double digits again to knock off UAPB and win this series. Swing and a miss by Alvarado. He's 2 for 2, 2 singles to left. Lizardo Alvarado. And he fouls it right off at home plate. Stays alive, 1-2. No chase by Alvarado on that one, 2-2. Slow curve. That one went right through the door of the UAPB dugout. I'm not sure he could do that again if he tried, Alvarado. It'll stay alive at a 2-2 clip. Both of these teams score a ton of runs. Arkansas Pine Bluff 7.59 runs per contest. That one up the middle, base hit. Lizardo Alvarado is 3 for 3. 2 hits to left, one a bouncer right back up the middle.
Now batting number 24, Blake Coleman.
And Blake Coleman a chance to tie this one up. Coleman 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Back in the 4th, struck out looking in the 2nd. Speaking of high-octane offenses, the Wildcats are 21st in Division I baseball in terms of runs per game. 8.58 runs per game. Breaking ball low and in to Coleman. And the walk that Coleman took in his first AB, it was 4 straight pitches and not any of them were close. Big anomaly for Abreu. This time he challenges him with the curveball. Gets a swing and a miss, strike 1. Deep breath, the 1-1. Another breaking ball. Inside corner, strike 2. Wildcats trying to strand another runner. Keep this 4-3 lead. Ground ball, foul outside of third, just past the shoe tops of Coach Stout down the third base line. Arkansas Pine Bluff has a team batting average of .297. That's top 60 in the country. Just upstairs with the slider from Abreu, 2-2. Wildcats, the Golden Lions, 38th in the country in on-base percentage, 21.3% as a unit. Here's the 2-2. Curveball fouled away. We'll see it again. Wildcats hanging on by their fingernails to a 4-3 lead here in the 5th. Alvarado on first, 2 outs. Abreu winds and fires. Strike 3 called to the knees. Second strikeout looking for Blake Coleman on the afternoon. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. The Wildcats strand 1 run, 2 hits, 1 left. We go 2, bottom of the inning. 4-3 Wildcats here on the CatEye Radio Network and SWAC TV.
Leading off for the Wildcats, number 1, Darrell Lee.
Top of the order for Bethune-Cookman. They've seen their 4-2 lead reduced to 4-3 as the Lions scratch one across at the top of the innings. We go to the 5th. Leo for 2. A fly out to center and a line out to left. Hit the ball hard twice, just hasn't found grass yet. Fastball strike at the belt. Strike 1 is pitch number 62 for Kenny Fabian. He's gone as deep as 111 pitches into his start this year. Up and out, lead takes it. That 111 pitch outing for Kenny Fabian was a 6-inning affair against Houston, where he took the no decision, give up 4 runs on 6 hits, down and in ball 2 to lead. Struck out 5 in that contest, did Fabian. Darrell Lee, big swing and a tip into the glove, strike 2. Only 2 strikeouts for Fabian. He's got the Wildcats to fly out a lot. Swing and a miss, strike 3, up and out fastball. 3rd K on the day for Fabian. Darrell Lee now 0 for 3.
Now batting number 17, Andre Martinez.
Lee was 2 for 5. 2 for 5 in the first game. 0 for 3 here. Now here's Andre Martinez. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles, and he got picked off at first base to end the 3rd inning. First pitch, strike 1, inside corner at the knees. Important for Kenny Fabian to have a bounce back inning here after the Wildcats saw him well. 4 runs on 4 hits in the 4th. Breaking ball down low, 1-1. Fabian saw his ERA go from 4.91 to 5.22 after his last start, where he gave up 7 runs on 9 hits to Southern over 5 1/3. So you can get to him. Wildcats just haven't done so consistently enough. Again, lots of fly balls, not enough hard hit line drives. That's a bouncer towards short, fielded chest high by Gidley, and he throws across. 4 out, number 2.
Now batting number 5, Michael Rodriguez.
Michael Rodriguez started the train that eventually led to the 4 Wildcat runs in the 4th with a single to center. He eventually came in on the 2 RBI triple by Eric Almonte to tie the game. Then Jose Fernandez brought Almonte and himself in with a monster home run to left field. Rodriguez, nobody on, 2 out. First pitch at the knees, strike 1. Important for the Wildcats to try and chase Fabian, not let him go too deep, as that one's a little fister on the infield. Barehanding is Widener, and he throws to first for out number 3. Nice play by the 3rd baseman. Nothing for the Wildcats in the 5th. They have a 4-3 lead as we go to the 6th here on the CatEye Radio Network and SWAC TV.
Leading off with the Golden Lions, number 28, Nick Hockemeyer.
Nick Hockemeyer leads off for UAPB. The Wildcats of Bethune-Cookman lead the Golden Lions 4-3 as we go to the 6th. Hockemeyer, a bunt single back in the 2nd. He chops one back up the middle. Long run for Almonte. He's not going to get there. So now 2 for 2 for Hockemeyer with a fielder's choice and a run scored as well. Nice night for Hock.
Now batting number 8, Connor Gidley.
A little chopper up the middle. And UAPB is back in business. I was talking during the break, saying the Wildcats are going to need more than 4 to win this game. Probably going to need double digits again. They got to get the bats going at some point because UAPB certainly will. RB Abreu now up to 80 pitches, probably nearing the end of his innings. Ground ball. Tough play by Prieto. The spin to throw to second is perfect, and that's all they'll get. How good has Jeter Prieto been defensively today? There was that miraculous play in the first game where he threw out someone from behind second base.
Now batting number 22, Zion Hamilton.
And then the glove side run to spin and throw and get the lead runner. Fielder's choice for Gidley. Now here's Zion Hamilton, who's had the biggest swing for UAPB so far in this game. A 2 RBI single to right back in the 4th. That broke the scoring open and scored Blake Coleman and Nick Hockemeyer. He's got Gidley on first, 1 out. Bounce to the plate. Lucena will collect before it rolls too far away. Gidley stays on first. This is not a UAPB team that steals a ton of bases. That one a big curveball strike for Abreu. Now 2-1. They're 9th in the SWAC in terms of steals, just 38 on the year for Pine Bluff. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Fastball up and in, 2-2. The only teams that have fewer steals than UAPB are Mississippi Valley, Alabama State, and funnily enough, Florida A&M, only 23 steals on the year. 2-2. Runner goes. Throw down to second. Lucena will throw out Gidley. He has done it again. Why are you running on Michael Lucena? Caught stealing number 25 on the year for Lucena. He leads the SWAC by a wide margin. Now a chance to get out of the inning. Here's the 3-2 to Hamilton. Strike 3 right down the pipe. And Hamilton knew it too, puts his hands on his head. Wildcats with some nifty defense get out of the 6th and lead 4-3 going to the bottom of the inning here on the CatEye Radio Network and SWAC TV.
Michael Lucena.
Michael Lucena, whose cannon of a right arm got his 26th caught stealing of the season. In the previous inning, leads off for the Wildcats. Kenny Fabian got the Cats to go 1-2-3 back in the fifth. Bethune-Cookman clinging to this 4-3 lead here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Trying to sweep the doubleheader over UAPB and take another SWAC series this season. Sent a first pitch foul straight back. Lucena today, flied out to center, singled on the infield of the third base side in the fourth, was brought home by the Eric Almonte triple. In the air off the inside of the bat to left field, playing correctly is Hockemeyer. He has been busy today, I'll tell you.
Now batting number 29, Eric Almonte.
Fourth put out for Hockemeyer. One away, here's Almonte who hits said triple. Almonte was in a full count, hit a foul ball that just missed being a probably double or triple the other way in the left field corner by about 2 feet. Then he came back and smacked one into the right field corner for a triple. First pitch strike, just caught the front of the zone. EA watches one out. So in the middle of the innings, I was talking about how Michael Lucena leads by 6 in terms of caught stealings in the SWAC, and he wanted to know, where does he rank in the NCAA, as that one is yanked inside by Fabian, 2-1. And I couldn't tell you because it's not something that they track on NCAA.com. Well, maybe I'll do some deep diving into it tonight when I get home, and I can have that for you tomorrow on the final broadcast. We'll be back at 1 o'clock. EA ahead 3-1 here to Fabian. Foul away. Green light on 3-1 for Almonte. That might have been ball 4 down and away, but we'll now do the full count. Fabian has not walked anybody today. He has 3 strikeouts. And he's got Almonte in a 3-2 count. Popped up, third base side, headed towards the Wildcat bullpen. It will be out of play, and we'll do another 3-2. Wildcats up 4-3 here in the bottom of the 6th, 1 out. Kenny Fabian gets another foul ball off the bat of Eric Almonte as EA protects. Three-two. Smack to right field, and it's going to hang up and be caught on a line by Hamilton. Once again, the Wildcats hitting the ball hard, but straight at the defense.
Now batting
2 outs in the inning.
Jose Fernandez.
Fabian up to 82 pitches now. Harvey Abreu, 87 through 6. Jose Fernandez, 1 for 2, a strikeout and a mammoth 2-run home run. The left field that is still the difference in the game right now as the Wildcats lead 4-3. All 4 runs came in the 4th inning. Other than that, Kenny Fabian has shut him down. First pitch inside, almost hit him. I see some standing going on in the UAPB bullpen. I don't see any throwing. Inside, 2-0 on Fernandez. Jose Fernandez's home run back in the 4th was his 8th of the season. (2-0) in the air to center field. Running back is Gingrich. The wind is pushing it back over the sea breeze sign in left center. Adios, amigos. A wind-assisted home run. Jose Fernandez, his second blast of the game, puts the Wildcats back up by 2. And that ties him with Andre Martinez for the team lead in home runs with 9. What a game. Jose Fernandez, 2 for 3, 2 home runs. 2 runs scored, 3 RBI. And the Wildcats lead 5-3. There's Jeter Poyeto, 1-4-2. Popped it up. Foul territory. That's going to stay in the yard. Backing up and making the catch is Alvarado. That's the end of the inning, but the big fly by Jose gives the Wildcats a 5-3 lead as we go to the 7th here on the CatEye Radio Network and SWAC TV.
Leading off with the Golden Lions, number 46, Owen Geetson.
9-hole hitter for UAPB starts us off here in the 7th. Owen Geetson is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Another home run by Jose Fernandez has given the Wildcats a 5-3 lead. As we play here in the top of the 7th, we go to the back third of this contest. Wildcats looking for a doubleheader sweep over the Golden Lions. Harvey Abreu, pitch number 88, is in there for a strike. Can't see down the left field line to where the Wildcat bullpen is, but I can see the tops of some hats somebody's definitely throwing out there for the Wildcats as Abreu will look for a quick inning here. And they gotta think that the leash is gonna be short for Abreu as he works towards 100 pitches. He's thrown as much as 105 on the year, Abreu. That one down low, 2-1. That was in 6 1/3 against Southern, gave up 3 runs on 6 hits. The Wildcats won that game. The Wildcats lost that game, sorry, 7-3. There was a time when the Wildcats dropped 3 straight Friday night games, 1 to Jackson State, 1 to Southern, and 1 to UAPB, with Abreu taking the loss in 2 of those 3. Breaking ball, ground ball towards short, diving stop by Almonte. The throw to first, the stretch in time. Another web gem for the Wildcats infield, Eric Almonte. 1 out in the inning.
Now batting number 9, Weston Gingrich.
Back to the top of the order, here's Weston Gingrich, 3 for 4 in the first game of the doubleheader, 0 for 3 here, a fly out and 2 ground outs. 1 to short, 1 to second. Let's put the ball in play every time. And he does so again to center field. That is straight at Sergio Rivera, 1 pitch out, number 2.
Now batting number 7, Zach Weeder.
A lot simpler of a catch for Sergio Rivera than the first time Gingrich hit one his way, which was a full sprint about 30 yards to his left to make the catch on the move and rob Gingrich of extra bases. Now Zach Weeder in the air to left field. First pitch swinging. Darrell Lee jogs over, and Harvey Abreu on just 7 pitches gets the Golden Lions to go 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Wildcats looking for insurance, up 5-3 here on the CatEye Radio Network and SWAC TV.
Number 7, Christopher Watson.
8-9-1 here in the bottom of the 7th for Bethune-Cookman. They have a 5-3 lead over UAPB. Harvey Abreu and his merry band of defense gets another 1, 2, 3 out of the Golden Lions in the top of the inning, and the Wildcats looks to extend. Wildcats won an offensive-laden first game. Watson in the air left field. That is going to go back to the track, to the wall, and over the road. Adios, amigos. Here's the power I was hoping for. 3 home runs in the game. 2 by Fernandez, 1 by Watson. 6-3 Cats.
Now batting number 19.
That was another no-doubter. Hockemeyer gave it a courtesy jog for about 10 steps and then realized there was no way he was making that catch. First pitch, slider down and away to Sergio Rivera. 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out to short. Little puncher towards first, gobbled up by the arms of Alvarado. He'll sprint to the bag, and Sergio Rivera has had a tough day. He's 0 for 3 now in this game.
Now batting number 1, Darrell Lee.
Did have a homer and a double in the first game, but not the second game, the doubleheader that he would have wanted. Back to the top of the order, and Darrell Lee's not having the game that he would have wanted. He's 0 for 3. Fly out to center, line out to left, and a strikeout in his last at-bat. Lee watches a slider low, ball 1. These two teams will face off one more time this weekend, 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon here at the Ormond Beach Sports Complex. Same exact slider, 2-0 on Lee. Games underway around the SWAC right now. Southern looking to get back on their horse after losing a midweeker to Louisiana. They're up 6-0 on Mississippi Valley State in the top of the 7th in Itabena.
Oh, yeah. Great bounce. Great bounce.
Alabama A&M and Prairie View A&M just underway out in Prairie View. No score there yet. Thought that was ball 4, and he's going to stand in now at a 3-1 count. Florida A&M and Grambling also just underway. No score there yet either from Louisiana. The 3-1 down low, ball 4. Darrell Lee walks, and I believe that's the first walk issued by Fabian today. It is. 1 walk to go along with his 3 strikeouts now, and that's a really solid day accuracy-wise for Fabian. No walks until the 7th inning.
Andre Martinez.
When your arm's starting to really feel it, 89 pitches. Wildcats have 9 hits, 6 runs, 3 home runs. But Fabian has done a good job limiting the damage. Wildcats have not had that one big inning outside the 4-run 4th. High chopper towards short, could be 2, but it hops over the Gritty's glove and goes into left. They try to go to 3rd, and that's gonna be Darrell Lee being out as he tried to take 3rd. The pitcher covered all the way over to 3rd base. That ball did not hop as far into left field as Darrell Lee thought. So Andre Martinez with a single, and Darrell Lee's gonna get thrown out over at 3rd.
How about number 5, Michael Rodriguez.
Andre Martinez has already been picked off once before today. He is not going to get a very big lead over there. Another throwback over to 1st. And Andre Martinez has 7 steals on the season. And he's already been picked off once. I don't think you really need to worry about him. First pitch to Mikey Rodriguez. Swinging a hammer shot to center field, but that's not going to be very deep. Coming in is Gingrich. He'll make the catch to end the inning, but the Wildcats chip another one on. Christopher Watson's solo shot means it is 6-3 Bethune-Cookman with 6 outs to get here on the CatEye Radio Network and SWAC TV. We go to the 8th. Wildcats with a 6-3 lead, looking to close out another series win here in Daytona Beach over UAPB. Aaron Grant leads off. The freshman batting .356 against the new Wildcat pitcher, Pablo Torres. Torres looking for the 6-out save. First pitch foul off the inside of the bat. Third base side near the Wildcat dugout. Grant 0 for 3. Strikeout, ground out, fly out to left. Did pick up an RBI on that fly out back in the 5th. Scored the 3rd of the 3 UAPB runs. That one in the dirt, swing and a miss. 0-2 on Aaron Grant. Grant was 1 for 4 in game 1. 3 pop-ups, a strikeout, and a single. Torres 0-2. Spiked it. That one rebounds off the base of the backstop. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. Pablo Torres, 2-2, 15 appearances, 3 saves for Torres so far this year. 1-2, fly ball well hit to left center field. That one's gonna carry and it is gone. 2-run game. Aaron Grant, home run number 7 on the year. That continues to lead the Golden Lions. And Pablo Torres has his fastball sent the other way, and it's a 2-run game.
Now batting number 31, Lazaro Alvarado.
And now here's the hottest bat in the building, Lazaro Alvarado. 3 for 3, 3 singles, 2 to left, 1 to center. First pitch from Torres, swinging a foul ball. That's the first home run that Pablo Torres has given up this season. In 19 1/3 innings pitched, he's given up 7 runs on 16 hits, 4 earned, striking out 24 and walking 14. He's now ahead of Alvarado, 0-2. He's allowed 1 double, 1 triple, now 1 home run, and has an opponent batting average of .225. Tip back to the screen by Alvarado. He'll stay alive. Appeared twice against Florida A&M. Over 2 1/3 innings. Gave up 1 run on 2 hits, unearned. Striking out 3, didn't walk anybody. 0-2, bounce to the plate, 1-2. This AB is following a very similar trajectory to the first at-bat of the inning when Aaron Grant hit a big fly on a 1-2 count. Pablo Torres can run that fastball up in the mid-90s. That time a breaking ball missed outside, 2-2. SWAC Relief Pitcher of the Year 2 years ago, Pablo Torres. 2-2, smack to left field. Darrell Lee tracks back and leaks and, looks up and makes the catch. Didn't really need to leap at it. I thought that was a little bit farther over at his head than it ended up being.
Now batting number 24, Blake Coleman.
And 1 away in the inning. Blake Coleman 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts looking, a walk and a run scored back in the 4th. Came in on the Zion Hamilton RBI single back in that inning. Breaking ball low and in, ball 1. Coleman rocking it old school, no batting gloves. Little inside of the bat jam shot to short. A stretch by Fernandez at first to grab the Almonte throw, and there's 2 away.
Now batting number 28, Nick Hockemeyer.
Torres trying to limit the damage and give the Wildcats a chance to increase the lead in the 8th. 2024 SWAC Relief Pitcher of the Year, saved 6 games. That would lead the conference 3rd in the SWAC in ERA in that season. First pitch, fastball, strike 1 to Hockemeyer. Hockemeyer 2 for 2, a bunt single, a single to center, and a fielder's choice. Fouls one right back to the screen, and 0-2. Abreu has been ahead of everybody he's faced so far, 0-2, and has given up a home run, then a fly ball to left, and a ground out to short. Long day for these baseball programs comes to a head here at the end of this doubleheader. Fastball upstairs, 1-2. Preseason All-SWAC first team, preseason All-SWAC by perfect game as well back last year. And then he had preseason surgery, Pablo Torres. Down low, 2-2. Never really reached the heights we thought that he would last year as he recovered. A 5.97 ERA, 22 innings pitched. That one flies outside, trying to get a chase. 3-2 now. Named the number 30 relief pitcher in all of college baseball according to Perfect Game after the 2024 season. But this year, he's rebounded in a big way, the 3-2. Strike 3, got him looking at the knees. Pablo Torres rebounds after the solo homer. Aaron Grant makes it a 2-run game. Wildcats will have one more chance to tack on some runs as we go to the bottom of the 8th here on the CatEye Radio Network and SWAC TV. 6-4 Wildcats. One last chance for the Wildcats to put some runs on the board. They lead 6-4 over UAPB here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Michael Lucena, who is 1 for 3 with a run scored, will bat first. First pitch, breaking ball low. It is still Kenny Fabian on the hill for UAPB. He's probably going to go the whole game here and just try and save arms for tomorrow. Lucena fouls it back to the screen. Fabian up to 96 pitches, now 98 pitches. One to Lucena. That's had some wicked movement on it, but just missed outside. Two-one. Slider misses well down and away. 3-1 as Fabian goes over 100 pitches on the evening. Oh, that one came in and caught Lucena on the chest. First hit by pitch today, thrown by Fabian. He had his first walk in the last inning, and now he loses Lucena from a favorable count.
Now batting number 29, Eric Almonte.
Leadoff man aboard for the Wildcats, who'd love an insurance run or two here, just to give Pablo Torres some extra convenience going to the 9th. Eric Almonte, 1 for 3, that one. A loud 2 RBI triple back in the 4th. That, at the time, tied the game at 2. Breaking ball, strike 1, caught the front edge of the zone. Looks like Florida A&M and Grambling State has been postponed to tomorrow because of weather, as has Alabama State, Texas Southern, and Alcorn State, Jackson State. So not a ton of games happening across the SWAC today, just these two, Alabama A&M and Prairie View. And and Mississippi Valley State and Southern. Southern up 6-0 on Valley in the 7th. Almonte takes it back to the screen, 1 and 2. Trying to find you a score between Alabama A&M and Prairie View here. As the 1-2 is about to be thrown to Eric Almonte. Senna on first after getting hit by a pitch here in the 8th. Almonte ground ball up the middle, could be 2. The flip to second for 1, the turn to first. Double play. Nice turn by Gidley, Grant, and Alvarado. And there's 2 outs in the 8th.
Now batting number 44, Jose Fernandez.
6-4-3 double play on a platter. Turned by the middle infield of UAPB. Now Jose Fernandez, he's got a strikeout and 2 home runs. A 2-run no-doubter back in the 4th, and one that kind of crept over the left center field wall in the 6th. First pitch down and away. Wouldn't be surprised if Kenny Fabian just gives him nothing. They're just underway in Prairie View, Texas. Prairie View A&M 3, Alabama A&M 0 in the bottom of the 1st. Fernandez fouls it away, 1-1. In the 9th for UAPB, it'll be the bottom 3 of the order: Connor Gidley, Zion Hamilton, and Owen Geetson, although I'm pretty certain that Geetson at least will be pinch hit for. Coach Stout may pull the trigger on some of the others as well. Nice frame job by Geetson on the outside, and it's 1-2. Fabian looking for a clean 1-2-3 inning here. Slider missed outside, 2-2. And give the Golden Lions a chance, down 2 in the 9th. The 2-2. Fernandez stays alive. That's right back almost straight at our camera. Long hold, 2-2. On the ground at first, a big hop is grabbed by Alvarado. He'll take it to the bag. Wildcats go 1-2-3 with the aid of a double play. And we go to the 9th. Wildcats 3 outs away from a doubleheader sweep here on the CatEye Radio Network and SWAC TV.
Leading off with the Golden Lions, number 8, Connor Gidley.
We go to the 9th. Wildcats 3 outs away from a doubleheader sweep and another series win as they lead 6-4 over UAPB after winning a offense late in game 1. 18-9. Pablo Torres misses down and in. He gave up a leadoff homer to Aaron Grant on his first batter he faced back in the 8th. But then he got Alvarado and Coleman to ground out, and Hockemeyer struck out. 7-8-9 due up for the Golden Lions here in the 9th. Gidley, Hamilton, as that one's in the zone for strike 2. And the catcher, Geetson, scheduled. I got a feeling that Geetson at least will be pinch hit for here. In the dirt, 2-2 on the curveball from Pablo Torres. Two. Inside corner, didn't get the call, full count. Torres has struggled with walks and command throughout his career. 24 strikeouts, 14 walks this season. And that is ball 4, fastball low. The tying run will come to the plate. Here is Zion Hamilton, who already has a 2 RBI single in the game.
Now batting number 22, Zion Hamilton.
Wildcats trying to stave off one last UAPB charge. A tense 9th inning in the prospect here. First pitch to Hamilton, bounce to the plate, gets past Lucena. That takes away the easy double play as Gidley moves to second. Will the Wildcats go away from Torres here? I see Justin Morales down there. Third wild pitch thrown by Torres this season. Joel Sanchez, the pitching coach, out there to try and calm down the senior from Orlando, the career Bethune-Cookman Wildcat. Hamilton 1 for 3. That aforementioned 2 RBI single back in the 4th, and then 2 strikeouts, 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 6th. He currently represents the tying run as the Golden Lions are down 6-4. Nobody out here in the 9th. Low, ball 2. Dane Small, who pinch hit and scored in the last game, is on deck for UAPB. He will pinch hit next. Two ball, 1 strike pitch. Straight back. Dislodges our camera again. Popped out of play. Count holds 2-2. Torres Deals. Popped, foul again as Hamilton continues to battle. Hamilton represents the tying run. And he is going to get a full count as a breaking ball goes low. You got to imagine if Torres loses him here, there will be a change. Foul ball again. And with every time that Zion Hamilton makes contact, the UAPB dugout rises in volume. Hamilton, the junior from Austin, Texas. Ground ball towards third. Martinez, the throw across. Probably best case scenario there for the Wildcats, as it was a ground ball to the third base side, so Gidley had to stay put. One out in the inning.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Golden Lions, number 2, Dane Small.
Owen Geetson will be retired. Dane Small will pinch hit. He walked and scored in his only appearance in the first game of the day after pinch hitting for Connor Gidley. First pitch to Small, swing and a miss, fastball in on the hands. Dane Small, graduate student from Martell, Nebraska. Swing and a miss again. That time, Torres took some air off of it. Small batting 200 on the year. 65 ABs, 15 runs, 13 hits. 6 driven in. Popped up. First base side of the infield. Caught by Poyeto, and the Wildcats are 1 out away.
Now batting number 9, Weston Gingrich.
Potentially the last batter of the game for Arkansas Pine Bluff is Weston Gingrich, who was great in game 1, 3 for 4, but 0 for 4 here in game 2. First pitch from Torres, outside ball 1. Zach Weeder, who's already tripled today, is on deck. The tying run represented by Weston Gingrich. Gidley on second after a leadoff walk. 1-1 now after a strike at the knees. Gingrich, one of the hottest batters in D1 college baseball, batting .395. Swings and misses at a fastball down and away, and the Lions are down to their last strike. 1-2. Is there one last twist in the tail, or will the Wildcats take the doubleheader? All to be decided on this 1-2 pitch. Outside, didn't get the chase, 2-2. And once again, the drama ratchets up. The 2-2, foul ball, straight back out of play, count holds. And a pretty long appearance by Pablo Torres' standards. 42 pitches and counting. Outside, full count again. He got Small to pop up on a full count. He lost Gidley on a full count. What will Torres do with Weston Gingrich? Strike Three called, outside corner. This one belongs to the maroon and gold. A 6-out save for Pablo
That's the end of the ball
Torres.
game,
A
but the final
fantastic
score,
start for
Bethune-Cookman 6,
Harvey
Arkansas Pine
Abreu.
Bluff 4.
And the Wildcats will win
Thank you for coming
another
out to
SWAC
tonight's doubleheader
Conference
and we'll see you
Series
tomorrow
after
for
sweeping a
the final game of
doubleheader
the series beginning at 1 p.m.
16-9 and 6-4. Stay tuned here on the CatEye Network post-game show. We'll hear from Coach Johnny Hernandez after the doubleheader sweep today. It wasn't without drama. It wasn't without length. This second ball game, only 2 hours and 13 minutes as opposed to the 3-hour, 46-minute marathon of game one. Well, the Wildcats get it done. For Bethune-Cookman, 6 runs, 10 hits. They committed no errors. Neither team committed an error in this second game. They left only 3 on base. For UAPB, 4 runs, 9 hits, committed no errors, and crucially left 6 on base. Your winning pitcher is going to be Harvey Abreu. He was excellent. 7 innings, 94 pitches, 3 runs, 8 hits, 7 strikeouts for Abreu. Abreu improves to 4-2 on the year. Losing pitcher and a complete game for Kenny Fabian. He drops to 3-4. Valiant effort by Fabian, 111 pitches. I believe that ties his high water mark for the year. It does exactly tie his high water mark for the year. He gave up 6 runs on 10 hits, struck out 3, walked 1, did hit 1 batter, and gave up 3 home runs. The Wildcats crucially launched 3 out of the yard in this one. Jose Fernandez with 2 big flies. Chris Watson stays hot with another home run as the Wildcats sweep the doubleheader here today. 6-4 in game number 2, and in game 1, 16-9 in an offensive slugfest. We'll be back tomorrow for the final game 3 of the series. But for now, stick around. You'll hear from head coach Johnny Hernandez coming up next on the Bethune-Cookman University post-game show here on the CatEye Radio Network and SWAC TV. Welcome back to the CatEye Network post-game show here on the CatEye Radio Network and SWAC TV. We are still waiting to hear from head coach Johnny Hernandez as the Wildcats sweep the UAPB Golden Lions in 2 games this afternoon. The first game 16-9 in favor of the Wildcats in a high-scoring affair, and the second one a more normal game, should we say, as the Wildcats win 6-4 with some defensive heroics and some late-game mastery from Pablo Torres. Looking around the SWAC real quick as Coach Hernandez breaks the huddle out there beyond third base, and he'll make his way up here to the press box for his post-game interview. But working our way around the SWAC, outside the 6-4 win and 16-9 win for the Wildcats, only 2 other games going on in the SWAC. Southern defeats Mississippi Valley State 12-2 in Itabena. Southern now putting pressure on FAMU and Texas Southern for that overall number 2 seed. They are flying right now. They have won 11 of their last 12 games. The other game in progress right now, Prairie View A&M up 3-0 in the top of the third over Alabama A&M out in Texas. We had 3 games postponed today due to rain. Alabama State and Texas Southern may be the most interesting series of the weekend. They'll play a doubleheader tomorrow. Likewise, will Florida A&M and Grambling State, and also in the boot, Jackson State and Alcorn State will play a doubleheader tomorrow, as they have been rained out as well. But Bethune-Cookman takes care of business today, wins another SWAC series, and crucially, I think, gets some revenge from last year, the only series that they failed to win in the regular season. I'm now joined by head coach Johnny Hernandez here on the CatEye Network post-game show. Coach, a long day out here at the ballpark, but you guys did the job, took 2 wins in 2 very different kinds of games.
Yeah, I mean, get to the ballpark at about 8:30 in the morning, and I don't even know what it's 8 o'clock at night, so we put in a 12-hour shift. But, just kudos to the guys. Offensively, I thought it was very good today, both games. Defense was really good, throughout it. And again, man, like, we have enough in the pitching staff to be able to weather the storm like we did the first game, right, with Edwin. So, again, just proud of the guys. And like you said earlier, it is a crucial series for us because of how tight everything is with only, for us now, 7 games left.
How important is it to find ways to win games when, you have a starting pitcher like Edwin Sanchez and have not his best start today, and you have to pound out 14 hits, score 16 runs, and then in the second game it was kind of more of a normal game, quote unquote, 6 runs, 3 home runs, and against a really good starter in Kenny Fabian.
Yeah, I think that the first game, the guys really did a good job of owning the strike zone. I think we had 8 to 10 walks, if I'm not mistaken, and we capitalized on them on those mistakes and those opportunities. And a game like today with Harvey on the mound, Kenny Fabian's a good arm. He was a preseason conference all-selection. I think he was a postseason conference all-selection last year. We knew what we were going to get. Guy's a true competitor, throws 3 pitches for strikes, and I thought it was important for us to, pretty much we had to answer after that 2 runs that Pine Bluff had. And, I mean, Jose had the biggest swing of two of the biggest swings of the day. But again, it's not being an offense that's one-dimensional. We can hit the long ball. We can definitely steal bases. We can run the bases very well. And, again, just situational hitting was really good for us today.
How important was the mentality change? Because early on in game 2, 5 of the first 7 outs were flyouts. Then you guys started trying to barrel it up more, hit line drives, hit ground balls, and just try and pass the bat back and forth. Was that something Coach Cartaya took the guys aside after the second inning and said, hey, guys, we can't keep swinging for the fences here?
Yeah, absolutely. Again, Coach Cartaya, Coach Vasquez, Coach Allen, they do a phenomenal job with our position players, and, Coach Cartaya, especially with the offense, being able to reel the guys in and just kind of let them know, hey, just remind yourself this is our game plan, this is what we want to do, this is how we're going to attack. The swings were kind of a little crazy, but it was 5, 6, 7 outs in a row, but they were loud. It wasn't anything soft. So, it was there. But, in that inning where we scored the 4 runs, the at-bats were really good. The swings were really good. It was on time for the heater. And again, we just did a really good job today.
How important has the advancement of the defense, specifically the infield defense, been? No errors in that second game, just 2 errors across the entire doubleheader. And really, Jeter Poyeto is the standout for me today. He made 2 ridiculous plays behind back of second.
Yeah, it's going to take – you have to play clean defense, right? Like, championship teams find a way to play clean defense. I've never come across or have seen a championship team that consistently is making 2, 3, 4 errors a game. I think that's been the biggest turning point of our season, that we've been able to clean things up, moving Eric to short and Jeter to second. Both of those guys are now comfortable up the middle. You know, the play that Jeter made in the 4-3 hole spin move over to Almonte to get a force. Almonte with a great play up the middle that could have saved the run. So again, those guys have definitely stepped up, and I think overall as a group, the defense has gotten a lot better, and you know, we're just continuing to make strides.
Thank you for your time, Coach. We'll see you tomorrow as you go for the sweep.
You got it. Hail Wildcats.
Once again, the Wildcats take both legs of the doubleheader here this evening. They win 16-9 in game 1 and 6-4 in game number 2. For a very tired CatEye Network crew here, producer Lee Gillum, Brant Toynoski, Bryce Toynoski, Jade Barquette, Kelvin, everybody here at the CatEye Network. We will see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock for game 3 of the series. My name is Michael Torillo. Thank you for listening. We'll see you tomorrow, and have a very pleasant good evening, and hail Wildcats.